serve as your mayor for the past 2 terms, and I look forward for your support for a 3rd term. I want to thank the organizer of this event, the Twin Cities Tea Party, and all the residents and the supporters that came out, and also the viewers at home. This is really the first opportunity that we've had to set aside time to talk about these issues, and I just want to thank everybody for all of their efforts, all the volunteers that have come out and really supported the city over the past few years. For example, we had 8 people who volunteered to help pump out basements during Hurricane Irene over this weekend. And I think that's one of the things that I love most about the city, that people are willing to step up and they're willing to help, and I want to thank people for that. 4 years ago, I ran on a platform of fiscal responsibility and fiscal stability. And I want to remind individuals that these are things that I have stuck to, and I have stuck to them and made tough decisions. 4 years ago, we were on the brink of bankruptcy. The city had a just above junk bond status rating. We didn't have money in the bank. Well, we were at the cusp of really laying off a lot of people in the city. And the work that we've done over the past 4 years has been very difficult work. And I want to thank everybody for supporting that work. The bond rating has increased every year that I've been in office. Our stabilization fund has grown. These are all measures that are endorsed by the Department of Revenue and things that have put the city on solid footing. For example, we are saving 6 figures just on interest costs by having a better bond rating. And I think the bond rating is one of those things that people typically don't understand. It's not something that people necessarily want to put out there, but it's certainly a big discussion that's happening right now at the national level, and it's something that we started thinking about very early on the local level, knowing how important this was for the city's stability. One of the things I'm most proud of in the city is serving as chair of the school committee. One of the reasons why I ran 4 years ago was because our schools were crumbling. Our schools, we had one school that we had to close because the ceiling was actually falling down while students were in school. I made it a priority to fix those schools despite an economic climate that was against them. And working together, working with the creative team, working hard doesn't require necessarily money. Not everything is about money. It required teamwork, prioritization, and creating a building needs subcommittee, and today I'm proud to announce that we have fixed almost every of our roofs and the boilers in our schools, and we've made a difference again, despite the economic climate. Public safety. This is absolutely a priority, and to say that public safety is just based on the number of police officers is not giving enough credit to what public safety actually is. Because of the economic climate in the city, the state has reduced the city's budget by about $5.5 million. When I first became mayor, when I was first running, the state was giving us over $7 million in net unrestricted aid. That number is down to $1.8 million. That's a $5.5 million reduction every single year. So it's easy to say, $5.5 million, that's our police department, that's our fire department. It's really easy to say, gee, these are things that we want to do. We want to hire police, we want to hire more of this. Except the state has cut us every year by the same amount that is our police officers in our department. And we did not cut that amount of police officers because we got creative. One of the things we did is we made sure that we had patrols. We had those 5 or 6 patrols, and we had to make tough decisions, like reducing the higher ranks. We did that in both the fire and police to make sure that we had enough people in the patrol cars and enough people on those trucks to service everyone. The second thing we did is we went after the big costs. The costs that are one of the biggest pieces of the city budget and the ones that go up by double digits every year, and that was healthcare. By working with unions, not fighting against them, we were able to come to the table and save $1.7 million each and every year. $1.7 million. That prevented police officers, additional police officers from being laid off. That helped us to get through the cuts from the state, and it helped keep officers on the street. Other things that we did is we said, without money, let's get smart. Let's use technology, and I'll give you some examples. For example, we're using technology to assess where crime is happening. If there's a house break, if there's a vehicle break, let's measure and let's look at where those are happening so we can deploy our resources. We do not, as somebody alleged, have officers that are driving around in circles. They are not. They are equipped with data, technology, and they know exactly where they need to go to make sure that these citizens are safe. So one of these days, and I would wish this upon either myself or somebody else, the state will come back with $5.5 million per year. We could do a number of innovative things with that, and I want to make sure that we understand that we need to change things and not just do the same things over and over again. Investing in technology, working as a teamwork, those are the things that I've done because I don't have dollars to throw around. I don't have dollars to promise you that we are going to do more of this and more of that. But I can tell you that with what we have, we are doing it better. It takes hard work. It certainly takes a lot of tough questions from the public, but it's things that I'm willing to do, and I'm willing to do those for another 2 terms. Streetlights. Our plan for streetlights has been one that we've been very transparent about. For as long as we've had streetlights, you can say we've had streetlights all these years. Why can't we have streetlights now? We are saving $250,000 a year by not having those streetlights on. And guess what we found by looking into that issue? We can actually turn on all of our streetlights with $250,000 a year. By owning those streetlights and operating that and not giving our hard-earned money to Unitil, we can operate the streetlights a lot cheaper. And we can operate those streetlights for savings of $250,000 per year. So you might say, Mayor, turn on the streetlights, turn on the streetlights, turn on the streetlights. Let's spend that extra $250,000 a year. But I say, let's not spend another penny. Let's get all those streetlights on by negotiating with Unitil. Those are the tough decisions that I have made. These are the things that I've looked into, and these are the things that I'm going to continue to do. This forum, I know there's a lot of questions, and what I want to do is I just want to end here and open it up to a lot of questions from the audience. Thank you.